Hello there, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you in this tutorial how to make a knot on a ribbon like this one you are seeing beside me on the screen. I'm Lucia. If you want to see more of my work, you can find me on Instagram as Lucia Tech and subscribe to this channel to continue learning some tricks on Clo3D and technology applied to fashion. Okay, I have here my hat. So I have here my hat and the ribbon applied, which is basically a rectangle sewn to this piece, to this pattern here in the line below. Okay, so to generate the knot, I'm going to use this resource here, which is pin box. Okay, you're going to see it like this if you use it for the first time, but if I do a click, maintain the click, I go down, I'm gonna find pin box. Okay, and this tool is going to allow me to pin anything, all these points you are seeing on the patterns, to pin them on the space, not specifically on the avatar or in another piece of fabric, but on the space. So to use it, in this case, we're going to do this, a selection rectangle on one side of the ribbon and in the other side the same. Okay, and now if I simulate, I can move the pins like this, like if they were solids that I can move through the space. And this is going to allow me to create the knot as if I were doing it with my hands, basically. So now I can do this, I can move around the hat, cross them. Yeah, and once I have this space here, I can put this one inside. Carefully, of course, and there you go. But before doing that, I'm going to use another resource that is going to make all the thing easier. Okay, I'm going back to select mode. I'm gonna click the ribbon again, and in the property editor, I'm going down until I find thickness collision. I'm gonna change the thickness collision from 2.5 to 5. And this is going to make the pieces of fabric to separate 5 millimeters. Okay, it's going to give us air between the fabric. So now I can manipulate them much better. Once I have this situation here already crossed, I can pull from one side, pull from the other. And that's how I get the first part of my knot. Once I get to this situation, we can use the pin again to pin the center of the knot for it to not untie. And add another pin here and another here. Okay, that's going to help us to create the second part of the knot. Because if I cross both corners again, I'm going to have this space here that allow us to cross easily. And once I got here, I can delete pins. I can delete this one and this one for the knot to get tight. Okay, so I'm going to select this pin, right click, delete selected pin. I'm going to do the same with this one. And now I can simulate carefully and pull delicately from one side and the other for our knot to get tight. Okay, and in this point, I can select again the ribbon and in the property editor, put the thickness collision back to 2.5 or 2. And look what happened. Okay, our knot gets even tighter and more realistic. So now I can delete this pin here, delete selected. Actually, we can delete all the pins. We don't need them anymore. And add a single one in the knot that is already finished. And now we simulate. The ribbon falls. I'm gonna turn off the pins and my knot is already done. And now if I want to do, to make a last detail, to make it even more realistic, I can delete this sewing line. As the ribbon is already tied, I don't need the sewing line anymore. And select the rectangle and put the particle distance a bit down, which is already 8, it's okay. So that's all for today. I hope you find it useful and see you in the next video.